Boys, we are one step closer to finishing our journey of platinuming every single Assassin's Creed game, and this time I decided to undertake the colossal game that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now this game has a whopping 93 trophies. This is split between the base game and all of its DLCs. It took me over 400 hours of in-game time, realistically probably closer to 200. I keep falling asleep with the console on while I have the game up. I don't want to talk about it, but that's besides the point. Now, to preface this, I would like to say I chose the male version of Eivor. Despite the fact that female Eivor is the canon choice, I did this purely because, in my opinion, male Eivor is the better voice acting. With the news of Assassin's Creed Shadow getting delayed, let's get our small little Assassin's Creed fix by jumping into our first two trophies, which starts with us finishing the prologue and then leaving Norway. Once we arrived in this brand new land of England, I raided a monastery, hit a standing stone puzzle, ran through 10 side quests, which I somehow didn't record, and then I completed the first arc of England. Trophy? Good shit. I completed the first Animus Anomaly, which I also didn't record like an idiot, but here's random footage of one. And then I created a Jorm's Viking, who will be available to join fellow players on any future raids. Oh my god. They gave him kind of a badass intro. Upgraded our settlement to level 3, fully outfitted our abilities for trophy 10, and then defeated a creepy witch lady to get our first piece of Thor's armor. Oh! Defeat one daughter of Lyrion? Sweet. Weird that it popped then instead of earlier, but I'll take it. Next up, I did the entire East Anglia arc, and after that, I finished the Daughters of Lyrion side quest to obtain Thor's helmet. Obtain Thor's helmet, baby! Well, I was right. It's Thor's helmet. Okay, admittedly, it looks kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be needed to get one step closer to becoming worthy of wielding a certain little hammer. I destroyed 10 cursed symbols, ran through the London arc real quick, spent our first mastery point, completed 3 stone cairns, which I hate, by the way, and you guessed it, I didn't record it. I'm sorry. I did really bad with saving footage of this game. I reached power level 280, finished the Kent arc, and then I reached a new world for trophy 20. Reach Vinland. Okay, cool. I thought I was recording. Turns out wasn't doing that. Now, returning to England, I completed the Sussex arc, assassinated 10 enemies in a row without being seen, and then decided to tackle the very first of our mastery challenges by getting our first gold medal in them. Then I transformed into Odin, completed an arc in both Jotunheim and Asgard, and then trophy 25 was for doing our first Tomb of the Fallen. I ran through 30 breakable objects, which, by the way, way more manageable than Syndicate's 5,000 items. And then I fully upgraded a piece of our armor. I completed the Winchester arc, finished the story with our brother Sigurd. That's a pretty great ending, I'm not gonna lie. As it was foretold, complete the prophecy storyline. Beautiful. And then completed the Hamptonshire arc, which is basically the epilogue of the game and the end of Eivor's England saga, for trophy number 30. Now it's time for most of the cleanup trophies. Starting with lighting all of the braziers on Hadrian's Wall, I then swam a total of 3 kilometers with my horse and obtained the most infamous sword in history, proving myself to be the true and rightful king of England. That's a big ass sword. Okay, I'll take the trophy. I finally eliminated England's Order of the Ancients, making way for something a little holier. Beautiful. I did a 150-meter snow slide, got thrown about 30 meters by a big boy, and then I assassinated an enemy from horseback. I snuck past the guard while hiding with a group of monks, making Altair proud. And then I completed the Roman collections. There's another rammed 5 boats in under about 2 minutes. And then we fully upgraded Ravensthorpe. Got all of the gold medals available in one of the mastery challenges, lit myself on fire, then killed 3 different soldiers while on fire, collected 5 of the treasure hoards, and completed those hoards, placed an item on each of the cosmetic spots in Ravensthorpe for trophy 45, and then we released a firefly there for trophy 46. Blast, baby! Dude, guys, we're just built different. I completed all of the poetry fights, which is basically rap battles. And then I completed the last of the Animus Anomalies, which is almost as boring as the Revelations DLC. I went and completed all the legendary animal fights. And then with that, I finally completed all of the territories. Now, with this, I'm almost ready to start the DLC. But, guys, I want to say thank you if you are watching this video. And if you are enjoying this video, please destroy that like button, subscribe, and join us live on Twitch almost daily. Going into the second half of this 100% journey, I went fishing. I caught one of each type of fish, and then I played the ore log minigame against all of the players, and I won. Now it's time to start those DLC trophies. First, we did the mastery challenges, and this is simple. We completed all the gold medal challenges. I hated it, but doing it in every one of the mastery challenges got us trophy 53. Next up, I completed all of the Tombs of the Fallen for our next 2 trophies. I jumped into the Forgotten Saga, which is a roguelike DLC, which is right up my wheelhouse. If you know anything about me, I love roguelike DLCs, and this is the only part of the Jotunheim or Asgard or any of the Odin stuff that I actually liked. I returned to the base camp for the first time by dying for trophy 56, and then I knocked 10 enemies off of ledges using the Kick of Tear ability. I found Hell's Majordomo, I don't know how to say that, but I, again, forgot to record it. I completed all of the Dokkerland encounters. Beautiful. Let's go. And then it was time to fight and defeat Hell, which is the final boss of this DLC. Wearing the Draugr's Toll outfit while doing this actually got me 2 trophies at once. Oh, for wearing that outfit. Hell yes. That's 2 trophies. I went back and defeated the Dragon Nidhogg without using any of the healing shrines throughout the DLC. And then I bought all of the favors. I then helped the dead for all 3 lands of the Forgotten Saga area for trophy 64. I jumped into the Wrath of the Druids DLC and completed a Trial of the Morrigan.
I make my own. Stop it. Get some help.
I used the dual-wielded sickles, and then I completed 10 royal demands. I found the full armor of the Dublin champion, and then I maxed out Dublin's renown for trophy 69.
Nice.
Trophy 70 was for fully completing the territories of Ireland, and then I collected the Amber Shards by defeating all of the Druids of Ireland. Next up, I found a snake to channel my inner St. Patrick, and then I simply finished the story of the DLC. That's the final trophy of the DLC. Now we return to the city that my least favorite Assassin's Creed game is set in. Paris. Well, in Paris, I joined some rebels and completed 10 missions for them, and then I was able to pet all of the cats in one of the cities. Trophy 76 was for maxing out my infamy with the rebels, and 77 was for defeating 3 Frankish nobles. Wore some Grim Reaper gear, and I killed someone using a scythe while wearing it. I came across a bullfight, had flashbacks of Sekiro for about 2 seconds before absolutely cooking him, and then I found an Assassin's Bureau. Then I simply completed all the territories of France. And let's get the heck out of here. And then I just beat the story for trophy 82. Beautiful. Now it is time for the last of our DLCs, the Dawn of Ragnarok, which I will preface by saying I hated it so much. I don't like any of the Asgard stuff, except, again, for the roguelike DLC, but, guys, we're going to persevere nonetheless by getting trophy 83 for killing 30 enemies with an Athgeir weapon. I then used the teleport assassination on 2 enemies, and then flew away as a bird without being seen. I discovered all of the shelters, and then I reached a Muspelheim monolith in the sky for trophy 86. I told a tale with 4 boasts, which are pretty much just handicaps for a fight, for trophy 87. I fully upgraded the Hugerip, which is this little item that gives us new abilities, for trophy 88. And then I purified a little bit of armor for trophy 89. I completed all the Svartalfheim territories, and then finally completed the DLC story for trophy 91. And now, boys, it's finally time. We're finally worthy enough to go to Norway, equip the armor of Thor, and wield the hammer of hammers, Mjolnir. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, dude. Give me that. That's a fucking screenshot right there. And with this, I finally have the Platinum Trophy for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Here. Yes! Yes, sir! 100%. And now, as always, it's time for my final thoughts. Normally I script these, but I didn't feel like typing it out, so I'm just going to kind of rant for a minute and talk about my thoughts on Valhalla. Look, Assassin's Creed is my second favorite franchise of all time, following just Yakuza. Yakuza is my number one. This is a very, very close number two. And I liked a lot of Valhalla. It's a fun game. It's just not a fun Assassin's Creed game. It's better than Odyssey in terms of being Assassin's Creed, but there's almost too much stuff to do, which is a crazy thing to say. I don't know how to feel having the mindset that the game is overinflated with content, but maybe it's more that the content's just not deep enough. Now, I say this knowing full well, I'm currently, as I'm editing this, playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm loving it. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows. The DLC is the worst part of this platinum. By far the worst part of this platinum. But, all right, I'm just gonna throw it out there for my rating for this game. I'm gonna go with a solid. Let's go with a 7 out of 10. Now, I have to specify. I am including the DLC in this ranking. If I was just ranking Valhalla, I'd probably go with like an 8, maybe a 7.5. With the DLC, it takes it down to a 7, and that's stretching it. The DLC was bad enough, I almost brought it down to a 6.5, but I really like that roguelike DLC. I'm a sucker for anything roguelike, which is what is going to bring me into talking about our next platinum, which hopefully, if I actually get my shit together and edit a video for the first time in forever, guys, Remnant 2 should be coming next week. And with that, the debut of a new system of which we are going to use to determine platinums. Now, this will not determine every platinum, as games like Red Dead Redemption 2 are still being worked on. I've got Jump Force that I'm working on, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, etc. Assassin's Creed. Games like that won't be on the wheel, but it is going to determine ways for us to do future platinums. As always, my name is Sage. I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out, watching the video. Please give me feedback on how to improve, and just thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope to see you soon. Bye.